Welcome back to Token Watch. I wanted to make a video on Propy, P-R-O-P-Y. The ticker symbol is P-R-O. I only just started digging into this one, but it's very interesting, and I think the strength it has outside of its offering and the product itself, which seems to be pretty incredible, is the team behind it. So not only are they supported by, I think I can find this real quick. So if you go to their About page, supported by the best. So, TechCrunch advisors, Michael Arrington, people from Apple, from Netflix, Urban Logic. It's a Silicon Valley-based company. It's been around since 2017, it looks like, potentially longer. Looks like they joined Twitter in 2015. But I think what they're doing that's interesting, and they have Tim Draper behind them as well, with Second Century Ventures. And one of the things I've realized about these types of investors, and when you have these types of advisors, is these are the type of products and companies that don't give up and have access to seemingly unlimited resources, which seems like a pretty good combination for a product in the blockchain space. Essentially, from what I've gathered looking around their products and stuff, it says NFT. So if you go here, it says world's first real estate NFT. It seems like they're just moving when a buyer and a seller traditionally meet up in real estate, you have, obviously the real estate agent who you're paying and, working with. You also have a company that's handling escrow. So the the buyer puts their money into escrow while the conversation is going on and the deal is being signed, and then the money moves through. So they're taking a charge. There's a lot, and again, I don't know the real estate market that well, but there's a lot of middlemen that are in between the buyer and the seller. And much like a lot of other blockchain offerings right now, the blockchain offers them a way to develop a smart contract, I guess turn the house into an NFT, but essentially bake in all of the the escrow, the legal details, the repercussions, bake everything into a smart contract so that a single real estate agent can sit on an app and basically match buyers and sellers quickly. And I mean, honestly, what I assume is eventually you'll have just buyers and sellers connecting directly without the real estate agent. But just looking at the token itself, for a company like this that's backed by people like Tim Draper, and these massive companies, and it's Silicon Valley based. Actually, let's look it up on Crunchbase. I imagine it has some decent money put into it. About 17 million in funding that we know of. How many rounds? 4 funding rounds. I mean, I just imagine, see, like, it doesn't disclose here. This type of company needs a lot more money, so I assume it'll be bigger than this. But the nice thing is that their funding rounds have come pretty recently, within the last 2 years, and their price is kind of reflecting that on CoinGecko. So let's look at the year to date. So this year, they're sitting around 8 cents. Around the May pump, they got up as high as $2. And then they crashed like everyone else down to about 20 cents. And then in the last, let's see when this came, September 8th. So on September 8th, looks like something happened. I assume it was this announcement. Let's see. They had a webinar, so it might have been something on this webinar. I don't know what the catalyst was. I'd have to look into it. But essentially the kind of pump started to come through. It jumped from around 30 cents up to 60 cents, 70 cents. And since September 8th, it's sat above 70 cents with a nice little trend line curving up. Again, I don't do too much TA, but this is the type of thing I would, if I were you, I'd put on my favorites list. I'd set some price alerts to see if it moves, 10% or whatever, 5%. Because this is something that, like, one big announcement or one big funding round or whatever. This is again, because there's not many like this in the space. This is a $1 billion company, right? Or $1 billion token rather. So this $42 million valuation right now on this coin just feels low given the product, given the backing, given the location, given the time in the market, given like a lot of factors. Again, I don't know if there's like a certain reason or catalyst that would push this up in terms of mainstream usage. It seems like they already have deals signed with Coldwell Banker and all the big people. Um, so they're not necessarily taking over existing real estate companies. They're just like they're an ancillary product. But again, I just want to put this on your radar and have people know about this because it's the type of thing that, in my opinion, given the space it's in, the unique offering it has, the backing, it's potentially worth $1 billion. And this token could absolutely skyrocket. So just keep Propy PRO on your list. Set some markers. I had a nice little pump today, but I mean, yeah, just about 10,000 holders. Just trying to keep good things on your radar, and this is definitely one that has a very promising future and is certainly unique, and hopefully sidesteps a lot of the regulation that's coming for DeFi in these next couple months. So yeah, Propy, definitely take a look.